Hello and welcome to Wake Up Missoula. I'm Scott Ranf.
And I am Noelle McAvoy, and welcome. It is Wednesday morning, and
Yes.
it's going to be a little breezy today.
It's going to be very breezy today with winds up to 36 miles per hour.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Too breezy for me.
I could pretty much say anything with weather. Well, it's going to be up to 100 million miles per hour of wind out there.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's going to feel like 200 million. And it's just like,
really
as long as you put up to, you'd be like, you can get away with the thing. Oh, it might rain today, but who knows? I don't know.
Up to 2 million quarts of rain.
Up to million, billion. And of course, Asaph was playing the theme to...
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yes.
Nice. Nice.
Well, hopefully the weather's not going to be looking ugly today, because if we take a look at our National Weather Service via online, it's going to be breezy today. It's going to be sunny on Thursday, and you can expect it to start touching in the 70s again by Friday. But during the weekend, it's going to cool off, stay in the high 60s. Good enough for vigorous activities, not to die of heat stroke. But still, keep your animals out of the car.
Yes.
If you have to put them in a car, crack a window.
Crack a couple. Or maybe just leave your air conditioning on and get 2 sets of keys.
Yeah.
That works too.
Yeah, and then I'll steal your car.
If you really love your animal. No, you lock your door. 2 sets of keys. You leave your air conditioning on. You lock your door with your car running.
Sometimes cars are smart enough not to lock when you put your key in your ignition anymore. My car won't lock, and it's a 2005.
Oh.
It won't lock anything. I don't know when they started doing that. Like if your key's in the ignition, your car just won't lock.
My car definitely will. But I've got those automatic locks.
The only time I've ever locked my keys out of my car is when I took the keys out. I was juggling a lot of stuff, and I left my keys out on the seat. And I was like, no. Yeah. It was kind of ridiculous. But of course, you can find out more information about Wake Up Missoula by logging on to our website at www.wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. Does it sound like I'm about to sing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
And you can also go to not my Facebook page, but of course Wake Up Missoula's Facebook page.
You
I had
go
to
to
download
Scott's
some videos,
Facebook page.
but you can go to Wake Up Missoula. We have our own Facebook page. You can totally like us. You can follow us on Twitter. I'll tweet you back. You can also follow MCAT on Twitter. We post all sorts of great stuff, pictures, videos, and stuff that is happening on MCAT.
Yeah, everything.
And we also like us on Facebook as well.
You can just like us all over the place.
Yeah, MCAT.org, where you can also watch video on demand. You can see what's live on our channels via our website, MCAT.org. So if you don't have charter cable, which, I can't really be talking to you if you don't have charter cable. So
No.
But of course, we are going to be, I have news from MCAT. MCAT will be, hopefully, allegedly streaming... Allegedly, according to Noelle, allegedly streaming the panel for John Krakauer's new book. He's coming to Missoula and he's hosting a panel at the Doubletree Hotel soon, and I'll tell you more about it as more information becomes available.
When is it? Do they have an exact date?
When it becomes available, I'll tell you.
Oh.
I don't know when it's going to happen.
Interesting.
But MCAT has the green light to do it.
Sweet.
So, and hopefully we can get a live Ethernet cable so we'll be able to stream it, and you can watch our live stream on MCAT. And ever since we did the Missoula versus Mountain Water,
I know everyone wants us to live stream things. Everyone does.
We had thousands of viewers just
we
on our
had
live
people
stream.
in Argentina watching our live stream.
That was probably the guy who worked at the wastewater treatment plant who planted all those poplar trees.
Oh, you think so?
Because he was in South America doing the tree thing.
Ah.
But of course, we do a lot of programs here at MCAT, not just live streaming stuff. The kind of things that you could request MCAT to do for you. So you fill out a media assistant grant, and either me, Noelle, Ron, person here at MCAT goes out there and films it for you for your organization, lecture, event, cause, or music event. As long as it's with a nonprofit, we'll do it for you. So this is, these 2 brand new programs is the UM Presidential Lecture Series, Part 7 of an endless presidential lecture series from the University of Montana. And then tomorrow there's the Hospice of Missoula Community Conversations, which they do once a month from the Loft Missoula. And if you don't know where that is, I think that's on Main Street.
Yeah, it's above the Downtown Dance Collective.
Yeah. So here is the brand new program that's going to be on MCAT tonight and tomorrow night.
And then as we began to understand better the molecular biology of gene expression, we realized that splicing of pre-messenger RNA into messenger RNA was a central process, highly regulated. And it turned out that the spliceosome, the little machine, one of the little machines that went into doing the splicing, had RNA in it.
This book, it's called Be Immortal. People know that book? I see a couple shaking their heads, yes. Anyone that thinks someday they might die should read this. And it's an amazing book. It's written by a professor at Harvard Medical School. He's a surgeon. And he wrote about what it's like to be immortal. Draws on his experience as a doctor. His father passed away. It's an amazing book. And anyone that's been through a loved one dying will read this and say, oh my gosh, how do you know what I was thinking?
Yep, and that is what's happening tonight and tomorrow night on MCAT channel 189, and you can also watch it on video on demand on MCAT.org.
Cool. Yeah.
I
Lots
think
of great programming all the time.
We have a lot of great stuff.
Yeah.
I do have a music video on our show, but I want to show a little piece of it throughout the show, just kind of gap between our breaks. And
Yeah, we have a couple guests today.
we have guests from the Missoula Aging Service.
Yes.
And they're here to talk about RSVP.
They need some volunteers for lots of activities, and they just want to tell us about RSVP. And we have a winner of a award for being an RSVP and community service member. So, yeah, we'll bring them out here in a couple minutes.
Yeah, we'll bring them out right after we show a little snippet of the Zoom Music Awards that happened last weekend. And this is featuring Kima and the Keepsake, which we'll be also doing a living room session with tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then
nice.
hopefully we'll show it next week. A little bit of that next week. All right, so we'll be right back with Missoula Aging Service right after this.
Well, I went down on the bayou, lonesome for a friend. Well, there you were, whistling on the lookout for a train. It's been 20 years of wandering, could do with a little sleep. You say, come on, gal, pour yourself a drink. But I've been running for so long, I don't know where to land. Cares so heavy, gal, could have been Well, Daddy was a railroad man until the day he died. They found him buried at the Great Divide. And Mama, she was heartsick. She left me by and by. She rode that freight train up to the sky.
Hey, we're here with Vicky and Butch.
Yes. You guys are talking about RSVP today. Will you tell us, what is RSVP?
Well, first I'd like to start by telling you that Missoula Aging Services promotes the health and dignity and independence of older adults and those who care for them. And one of the ways that we do that is through Senior Corps, that offers many different volunteer opportunities. And RSVP, it provides those opportunities for adults 55 or older to do many different impacted things in our community that make a difference.
Awesome. Cool.
And so RSVP in itself is, like I said, for 55 and older, doing many different types of projects, whether they're in our community helping to promote hunger prevention, housing needs, helping with youth education. They might be doing emergency preparedness or working with veterans and their families. There's just so many different projects that it's really no end almost to what you can do if you want to.
Nice.
And RSVP volunteers decide what they want to do, how often they'd like to do it. Would they like to use their past skills and their knowledge, or are they really tired of that and want to do something totally different and have fun?
Nice.
So the RSVP is just for people who are retired to get back into the community and give back to the community in their own way. And what are some of the benefits of RSVP for the individual?
Well, I think probably the biggest thing we hear is that they enjoy what they're doing. They know that it makes a difference, and because of that, it brings a great sense of themselves to their, to what they're doing in their lives. And like I said, it gives them a chance to get back out in the community and maybe meet some new people and have some new opportunities of their own. So that's probably the largest thing. But then besides that, we also provide some training times with, what's happening. Possibly they're doing a project where, they might be going out and doing a drill or something, and so they get to learn something new for themselves as well.
Cool. Yeah.
So, Butch, talk about some of your past 18 years of experience of doing this program.
Well, I do pretty much whatever comes up as it works out. I do the mailings. Every 3 months they mail out over 6,000 mailings to the people in the community to help raise money. I do all the recycling. They get more newspaper, cardboard, and paper than any place I've ever seen in my life. And twice a month I go and haul all that up or down to the recycling center. Let's see. I do so many things it's hard to remember all of them.
How about being Papa Butch?
Oh yeah, I'm a tutor at Hawthorne Elementary School, second grade.
Cute.
And it is probably one of the more rewarding things I get to do. I love working with the kids. Before I started working with Aging Services, I did Campfire Boys and Girls. And then when my son was in Scouts, I helped with Scouts.
Cute.
So I enjoy working with the kids. My job mainly is to kind of help those who are struggling kind of get caught up, especially with reading and math. Now, I took the second grade because I figured after that they knew more than I did. So I didn't want to look too bad in what I was doing.
And you mentioned his award.
Yeah, tell us about your award.
Oh,
Yeah.
good Lord.
So the Sentinel Kiwanis, Lyle Heath.
They called me up on the phone and said, you have been nominated for the Lyle Heath Award. And this is cool. And talked to Rob for a few minutes, and then pretty soon we hung up, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm sorry, I don't know who Lyle Heath is. So I called my wife and I said, hon, who's Lyle Heath and why is he giving me an award? And so she explained it to me. He's a very famous volunteer from around Missoula, and every year Sentinel Kiwanis gives out an award. And everybody knew about it but me. I show up there and my daughter and son-in-law are sitting there, and one of the county commissioners and a representative from Tester's office, and I'm sitting there, why are all these people sitting at my table?
But that's because of all the work that you have done. And it's kind of fun because Butch has chosen to do a project where he's involved every week during the school year. But then he also has those short-term projects, and we have wonderful projects that go on. Right now we're getting ready for the YWCA Riverbank Run that will be not bank run. Yeah, I guess it is. Anyway, it's on Saturday, May 9th. And then there will be a drill out at Big Sky High School on Monday, June 15th. The veterans stand down that Butch is involved with. We don't have a date yet. In the summer, there's a farmer's market coupons that were given out to seniors to help with their nutrition. So there's just so many different projects, and that's the wonderful part about RSVP. No matter what you'd like to do, there is a spot, and you can choose what you'd like to do. Nice. Whether it be once a year or every week, or many of our people have a calendar, they're so busy. Yeah. But it's wonderful they get to do what they would like to do and help our community.
And so you guys need volunteers, right?
Yes.
And so how can people get in contact with you if they want to volunteer?
They can either call 728-7682, which is our phone number at the agency, or they can also get online with MissoulaAgingServices.org, and a lot of them are listed there. But then, of course, like I said, once they want to put in the application or call, we can certainly do either. So cool. The website or our phone.
Great. Mm-hmm. Great. Is there anything else you guys want to add?
just that it makes such a difference in our community, and the people that are doing it have been doing it for years and years. Butch is, one great example, but there's lots of others, and so I think we're making it fun, and like I said, we know it makes a difference, and we definitely have spots to fill, and we help put you in touch with an agency that you would be partnered with that need help.
Cool. I know, we definitely appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for coming on. Congratulations, Butch, on your award.
Thank you.
And yeah, thanks you guys.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
So I growed up an orphan. I had no kind of home. I've been waiting for some God to come on down and rescue me. But in all my years of wandering, I never found no one. Well, I guess I could be happy enough here. Said I guess I could be happy enough here. Well, the train is all I've ever known. Just listen to it.
All right, we are back.
Hello, everyone.
And,
that was a great interview.
That was a nice
Congratulations,
interview.
Butch. Thank you very much, Missoula Aging Services. We love having you guys on once a month, so we really appreciate it. But I've got some events. Your weekend, not weekend. I don't know why I keep saying weekend. Probably because I want it to be the weekend. All right, Scott.
Wednesday events, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
Because he also posted some of the questions from the Missoula Aging Service.
Yes, that was my first page. I was prepared today.
She's
Okay, great.
super prepared.
So, starting this morning at 9 a.m. in about 40 minutes at the University of Montana, they're doing the Asia-Montana Energy Summit. This is going to take place April 29th and 30th at the U. And so it's a strategic initiative led by Maureen and Mike Mansfield Center to address the complex issues surrounding the future of energy and how it shapes our global environment and society.
Nice.
So this is about bringing Asia and Montana together and like linking energy, and so it's an AMES expert conference. So it's linking Asian experts and Montana experts together for
Energy.
synergy.
Oh, I always thought, with all these weird town names we have in Montana, Asia, Montana.
Asia, Montana. Doesn't sound too far off.
It sounds like, we have Sydney,
We
Montana.
have 2 Dot, which is 2 houses.
We have 9 Mile,
Yeah.
which is just named after a mile marker.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty awesome. They should
We
just
have
name a town.
Whitefish.
They just name a town after Noelle.
Yeah.
Welcome to Noelle.
Noelle, Montana. Woo!
And just a picture of her jumping in the air, frozen. It's like, welcome to Noelle.
Yeah, that's just a city sign. It's just like a plaque and me jumping in the air.
I'll be sure to get you that plaque.
Everyone jumps all over the place. Okay, so on to more events.
Wow, we're just
I know
going
this
off
always
the rails.
happens.
All right.
Okay.
1 million cups.
Okay, so at Montech, like Scott just yelled, there's a 1 million cups Missoula. So this is happening at Montech every Wednesday, and from 9 to 10. And so they're offering 2 local entrepreneurs an opportunity to present their startups to a diverse audience of mentors, advisors, and entrepreneurs. So presenters prepare 6 minutes, and then they get 6-minute presentation, and then they get a 20-minute feedback session. And it's just a really great way to start your business and get some ideas and feedback. So that takes every Wednesday morning. Every week. That sounds great.
Cool.
Spectrum Discovery area. The Discovery Bench is dry ice, and the Brain Lab is taste tests. There's family yoga at the Children's Museum from 11 to 11:30 today. They have a yoga story, games, and poses. Facebook for Beginners is at the Missoula Public
Nice.
Library.
I can think of a couple people at MCAT could totally use that. I mean, Just the other day, I was working with one of the producers, Brother Smith.
Oh yeah.
And, like, every little thing seemed like alien to him. Every little thing. It was like, how do you play this DVD in a computer? And I'm like, okay.
I don't know. Maybe Brother Smith didn't have a computer until now.
No?
You never know. Yeah, I don't have a computer right now. But I'm that generation.
No.
Okay, so like I said, Facebook for beginners. How and why to get an account on Facebook? It's 12:30 at the Missoula Public Library and their computer classroom.
But of course, the prereq class is how to get an email.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You have to know at least a little bit before you go.
I'm just saying, you have to have an email before you have a Facebook page.
I think so, yeah.
No, you do. And then it sends an email to your email
and then
to
you have
confirm.
to confirm.
Yeah.
And then you just keep getting emails.
There, you just learned how to get Facebook. Mom.
All right, so this is next event is put on by Zero Waste Missoula, which they've been putting on events all month. It is EPI's Earth Day Ditch Cleanup. Although Earth Day was last week, they're still doing things about it because we are in Missoula. So, starting at 2 p.m. today, Ecology Project International staff, friends, and family and community are cleaning up the irrigation ditch that runs behind the buildings and open space at the end of 4th Street East. Activities include picking up trash, recycling, and eating snacks. Hopefully not all at the same time. Oh man, I thought that was way funnier than anyone else. Okay,
you
so
thought it was funnier than it was.
I think it is funny because I can imagine picking
You want
up
me?
garbage and
I can
snacks.
one up you on the Facebook thing. I just came up with a new Facebook class.
What?
Hey, you want to keep tabs on your grandkids and children? Learn how at the library.
Yeah. It's a good idea. I know I hate my grandfather. He'll comment on my Facebook stuff, but he'll comment something just like super out of like off the wall on something that's
You
totally
want me
not
to give you
related.
some mangoes from the grocery store?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, like he sent me some cookies, and I was like, "Happy birthday" to one of my friends on Facebook, and my grandfather wrote, "Get the cookies?" Question mark, on my post about my friend. It's like,
It's ridiculous. But you can do that too by going to the
library, you
library's
can post
Facebook
ridiculous
class.
things on your children's Facebooks. Okay, up next, Top Hat Lounge. They've got Sharon in the Groove, celebrating the music of Fish. This is the Fish-themed happy hour that happens at the Top Hat every Wednesday, starting at 4:30 until, I'm not quite sure when, until whenever it wants to end. Montgomery Distillery is having a Live Local Missoula event starting at 5 this week. So next week, Tuesday, May 5th, is a Give Local-a-thon where they're all day. You can log online. They're not doing phones, are they?
No.
So you log online and you give back to all the nonprofits that we have in Missoula. Any of them, your choice.
And we're going to be...
Minimum of $10. Yeah.
And we're going to be live streaming it?
I think so.
MCAT will be live streaming it too for, I don't know exactly when, but you can follow us on Twitter to find out when we'll be live streaming, but also I'll post everywhere as much as possible. It's like, hey, we're live on MCAT.org.
This is Scott on the computer. But then...
No, this is me on the computer.
At the Montgomery Distillery, they
Hold
are
on, you're
going...
talking too fast. Like a stenographer.
Is that your typewriter?
I've gotten faster though.
So at the Montgomery Distillery tonight at 5, you can learn about becoming a superhero through support of local nonprofits. So they're going to have a raffle, and they're going to have 130 nonprofits that are participating. They're probably going to have people from there, or at least, write-ups about them so you know who you're donating to. And so it starts at 5 tonight. There is a showing at the University of Montana, the classic documentary about the Vietnam War. Tomorrow is the 40th anniversary. Today the 30th? Oh,
Today's the 29th.
I know. Okay, so this is tomorrow.
Are we on tomorrow events already?
No, we're not. This is weird. Okay, anyway. April 30th is the 40th anniversary of the end of the Vietnam War.
But they're doing something today.
Yeah, and so today at 6 p.m. in the UC Theater, they are showing the movie about it, the documentary that was made about the Vietnam War in 1974. It's called Hearts and Minds, Vietnam War 40th Anniversary. And so you can check that out in the UC Theater at 6 p.m. tonight. And tomorrow is the 40th year anniversary. I got all mixed up.
Is it the The UC Center Theater.
Yeah, UC Center.
So University Center Theater.
Yeah.
Okay.
University Center.
That totally makes sense. I'm going to open a new building right next door and call it the University Collaboration Center. And people will know it as the UC Center. It's like, let's go to the UC Center. It's like, no, not the UC, the UC Center.
The UC Center.
Yes. And it would totally fly. Coalition.
I definitely heard someone say, call the UC Center the other day. It's just like, you freshman. You're so cute. Okay, at the Crystal Theater, starting at 7 tonight, they're doing their dinner in the movie, The Search for General Sal.
Oh, yes. I saw the trailer for this. It is awesome.
Is it good? Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, yeah. You can
Is it General Sal's chicken?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
They're searching for General Chow, and you can never pronounce. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like
Sal?
Everyone pronounces it differently. I pronounced it differently from you just a second ago. And the documentary, I really want to see this documentary, so I might actually have to go check it out.
Yeah.
And the idea is that that this General Tso is an American invention.
Oh.
And then in China, they never heard of this invention at all. So people go to China and they order this thing, and in China they have never heard of General Tso.
That makes sense.
And they're looking for him, and apparently never exists.
That totally makes sense.
And they make a
100%.
documentary about it. Can you imagine watching? Like this could be like done in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But
have you guys ever heard of him? No? Okay, movie's over. But film starts at 7. Tickets are $7 and can be bought online or at the door, and dinner is sold separately.
You can buy online now from Crystal Theater?
God, I guess so. Whew.
Fancy.
And then my last event for tonight is a country dance lessons by Kathleen Clark at the Sunrise. 7 p.m. is $5 per lesson. Up next, we got Asaph's event, Musical Notes. So, Asaph, who are we talking about today?
We're going to talk about an African-American trumpeter named Manny Klein. He was born 1908, jazz trumpeter, like most trumpet players when they first start out. But in his case, he went on to start doing soundtracks for movies and films. So you can hit this clip here.
Okay, go ahead. Oh. But we can't really show the sound.
Okay, this is the actor on the right. His name was Montgomery Clift. He plays a troubled boxer because he killed someone in the ring. And so his sergeant is trying to get him to fight for the army, and he won't do it. And this is a scene where, while in his torment, he's playing this jazz on his bugle here for all the soldiers there. Now, Montgomery Clift was quite the actor, but it was Manny Klein who was doing the soundtrack to this film here with Frank Sinatra. So, yeah. This clip coming up here is when Sinatra's character dies at the hands of Ernest Borgnine, the drill sergeant, and the stockades and so on. And so he's playing taps, Manny Klein.
And taps has been a song that's been around forever, hasn't it?
Yeah, whenever a military person passes, they always traditionally play taps.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, bet you that's approved.
It's it's a beautiful song in its own right. If you're a trumpet player.
Well, it's super haunting. I remember never mind.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, you go. This is your section.
Well, anyway, Manny Klein went on to play in recordings with Dean Martin, and he played in The Good and the Bad and the Ugly, the theme song.
Nice.
Yeah, like an interesting thing about The Good, Bad, and the Ugly is that the director Sergio Leone never really made his movies with soundtracks in mind. He never thought of it because he'd do all his movies, and then you'd have people who spoke Spanish, German, French, and all that stuff, and then you have to dub over their voices.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there are English actors who dubbed over the voices of some Mexicans, and then of course Clint Eastwood would have to redub over his voice all the time because they never really recorded the sound; they just recorded them saying the script and the lines and stuff, and then we would do it all later.
Yeah.
And so Manny Klein was involved in the soundtrack of not only From Here to Eternity, but The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And I think that Manny Klein had his own hit with that song. So that's the way it was at that time. I mean, that's a trumpeter's dream to be able to play in soundtracks because that's steady work.
Yeah.
In comparison to just playing in clubs all the time like everybody traditionally does.
Mm-hmm.
That's smart. I didn't even think of it like that.
Yeah. If you can get a gig like that, you're in good setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Asaph.
Thanks, Asaph.
All right. Up next, we have Thursday events. Okay, so all these are for tomorrow, so if I accidentally say today, disregard that. because that happens. Okay, so
Tomorrow.
starting tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. is Tiny Tales. This is for ages babies through 3 years. Participants will sing songs and learn finger plays and nursery rhymes and read stories. This is held in the large meeting room. And signs will be posted if it's held elsewhere at the Missoula Public Library.
Aged baby to 36 months.
Baby's aged.
No, baby. Well, baby is a state of being, not a state of age.
Please. Okay,
Please.
so up next, Spectrum Discovery Area. Their Discovery Bench is Oobleck, and the Brain Lab is Brain Dissection. So that sounds crazy. Starts at 11 tomorrow. And then up next, my favorite event that I always talk about is the Read Dogs, Reading Education Assistance Dogs. So if you'd like to read and don't have anyone to read to, or if you're just bored, you can go to the Dragon Rugs in the children's area from 3 to 4 every Thursday and read to a cute little dog. I bet they love it. That's nice. I wonder if there's an age limit on that. I probably would do that.
You're here in the children's rugs area. I don't know what the age limit is.
Lego Club is happening at the same time, 3:30 to 5, at the Missoula Public Library. If you're under 12, you have to be accompanied by an adult, but they do provide Lego Duplo pieces for you. There's face painting tomorrow from 3:30 to 4 at the Children's Museum of Missoula. And at 4 is Easy Yoga for Beginners. This is a gentle beginner-level yoga class for people new to the practice, as well as people who enjoy slow and mindful movement. That is at the Learning Center Red Willow, located at 825 West Kent Avenue. Doubletree Hotel, they have our Missoula Community Open House. So the City of Missoula Development Services planning staff, along with our Missoula Project citizen volunteers, are inviting the public to an open house at the Doubletree Hotel conference room tomorrow from 4 to 7:30. They're going to be talking about they're going to be unveiling draft policy language and future land use scenarios for Missoula's growth policy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be filming that.
Are you?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, so if that sounds interesting to anyone, go check it out.
And I'll interview you.
Yeah.
I want Missoula to growth inward policy. Yes.
But
What? I asked you what your name was. Oh.
we've got a couple wine tastings tomorrow night, starting at 4. Wine tasting up at Ten Spoon Vineyard and Winery. You can enjoy wine by the glass, or you can try a flight where there are 4 little samplers. As always, they've got that antipasto plate and breadsticks, and you can enjoy the glorious atmosphere, and you can bring a picnic if you want to. And then at La Grattabella, this is underneath the Old Post Pub, 107 West Bruce Street. They have their downtown drop-in wine tasting. It's a minimum of 4 wines. There's a different theme each week, and it's $10.
Yes.
Starting at 5.
But the minimum is 4 wines.
Yes. Each week. Just get crazy.
Yep.
They're at Boomer's Pub tomorrow. They are going to support local nonprofits for the Give Local Missoula Week, starting
It's
from
all
5 to
gearing up
6.
for next Tuesday.
Yeah.
For Cinco de Mayo at Caras Park.
Oh, so a 50-50 raffle benefit Give Local Missoula. They've got 130 nonprofits that are participating. So you can just get back to the community and go have a beer at Boomers.
130 nonprofits. Now that's the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, we have like a
That's
million
not supposed to be
nonprofits.
fun.
We have like 1,000 nonprofits.
You do have 1,000.
It's interesting.
The land of nonprofits and microbreweries.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, literally. We have as many parades as we do have breweries.
We probably have more breweries now. A friend of mine just think he opened up his brewery too.
Yeah, I'm about to talk about an event that's going on at our brewery, which I think this event is kind of funny. So this is Moms Demand Action. Okay, I don't think the event is funny. I think the location is funny for this event.
Yes.
Moms Demand Action Be Smart presentation. This is at Imagination Brewery at 5:30 tomorrow. And so this is the Montana chapter of Moms Demand Action. They're going to be putting on a presentation campaign to educate the public about responsible gun ownership and prevent child gun deaths. So you can enjoy them for the party and presentation.
And they talked about this at the YW Talks when we showed it on MCAT.
Yeah.
For the monthly meeting, that was the last topic. I don't know what, because they did just recently shoot a YW Talk last week. I don't know what the topic was, but the topic before was actually Mothers Demand Action.
Totally, yeah. It's a hot topic for sure, especially since Montana is such a
gun-toting place.
gun-toting state. Everyone and their grandmothers have guns.
Nice.
But, you have to be careful. You really do. Okay, up next, tomorrow at 5:30, there's a Chinese tea tasting at Lake Missoula Tea Company. They have several new teas to share, and they'll compare 2 blacks, 2 oolongs, and 2 pure teas. It's free and open to the tea-seeking public. That sounds fun. So there is a Qigong self-massage for the eyes at 6 p.m. at the Learning Center at Red Willow tomorrow. And so this is a form of revitalizing your vital organs and help improve their functioning, as well as powerful and imaginative form. It can help in healing diseases of the eyes. So it's just, you rub your eyes. I'm not quite sure how you do it, but if you want to learn more, go to Learning Center Red Willow tomorrow at 6. There is country dance lessons with instructor Kathleen Clark at the Sunrise Saloon tomorrow at 7, $5 per lesson, and I do believe it's square dance on Thursday night.
Nice.
And then my last event, there's home building with recycled materials at Missoula, put on by Zero Waste Missoula at 7 p.m. tomorrow. And so this is a chance for you to tour a designer renovated demonstration home that features green ideas and materials in the Rattlesnake, presented by Articulture, a design farm. So you can check out this really cool house that they built made out of sustainable materials. 4 Carriageway here in Missoula. Starts at 7 p.m. tomorrow, and it is put on and open to the public. Yeah, so that's what's going on for today and tomorrow. As always, you can check out MissoulaEvents.net. You can check out the newspaper, The Independent, or the university has their website, and they always have a lot of great events going on too. But we're going to switch some gears, and we're going to talk about some city council and the weekly road report.
We now have a weekly road report because it is the season for the brand new roads to be reconstructed and rebuilt, repaved, reread, everything. So these are the street closures so far. South Hills Avenue above 55th Street. The street division will be performing maintenance activities in preparation for chip and seal. Look for temporary road closures. 23rd, Foothills to 55th, so apparently all the 55th, a curb and sidewalk installment project will continue this week. 23rd will be closed to northbound traffic at 55th. Southbound traffic will be allowed through the area during this project, although there will be delays. So Cooper Street, 900 to 1000 block, including Dickens and Waverly intersections, including Dickens water main repair work continues this week. Local access only, no through traffic. So,
but there are no park and trail closures, so we're good with that.
Cooper Street between Dickens and Waverly. All those
900 to 1000 block.
Ain't gonna fly because there's a pipe replacement.
Don't go there.
Or water main repair. So it's not replacement.
Go in the alley.
Yep. Go in the alley.
I don't know.
Alright, whatever. So that is your weekly roads report. I mean, like, of course, today they have all those committee meetings today, so there's going to be a lot of stuff going on with the city council. And you can find out more by logging on to www.ci.missoula.mt.us. You don't have to write the www, which is the nice thing. Don't play me off yet.
Sorry.
You can go to Your Government Agenda's webcast minutes.
That's just like hilarious. Asaph's done.
Asaph.
Yeah.
All right. And of course, you have the Administration, Finance, Public Works, Parks and Conservation, and of course the Historic Preservation meeting is happening this week too, because it's a once a month monthly meeting to determine whether or not it's an important meeting because they have to determine whether or not they're gonna tear down a building for new projects. And this is something you have to go into. This is one of the red tape things that are important because some buildings have plaques on them say that they're protected by the historic department.
So you gotta cipher out which ones are which.
It's really hard to maintain those old buildings, those old relics.
Old relics.
Old relics. But although the one thing I wouldn't be mind doing now would be with the ugly part of the courthouse. The courthouse is so nice, but then they add the add-on part is so 80s.
It is super 80s.
It's like, hey, look at this building. It's like, why don't you just make a building that basically matches the courthouse? That's what they do all the time.
Yeah.
But not here.
We're going to plug our social media one more time before we head out. So if you want to find out more about Wake Up Missoula, you can check out our Wix page at wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula.
What about Facebook?
Yeah, you can check us out on Facebook. You can check out Wake Up Missoula on Twitter. You can check out Missoula Community Access Television on Twitter, as well as Facebook, and then log on to mcat.org.
Where you can get in contact with us.
And you can get in contact with us. Live stream. You can watch our videos. You can watch all of our channels. everything you want to know. You can do media assisted grant if you so choose and have an event that you would like us to film for free. But I think that's it for our show.
If you want to be on our show, you can contact us at 542 MCAT, otherwise known as 542-6228, and you can email us mcat@mcat.org. If you find us, we'll let you be on our show.
Yeah, you can just be on. You can talk whatever, but be PG.
Yes.
Or 13.
PC.
Yeah. No, you don't have to be PC. Just be PG.
All right,
PG.
cool. So for Wake Up Missoula, I'm Scott Ranf.
And I'm Noelle McAvoy. Thanks, everyone.
And here's Keeman the Keepsake.